everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports.
Duck also said he's like, oh,
Bengals
well,
have every
the grid is
intention of
shaped up
walking out of
pretty
today's
bad.
game with win number 4 on the
we have a
season.
full
It's
grid
the
again.
Browns going up against the Bengals.
I'm not gonna lie though, Drew is kind of a shitter, dude.
How?
I've raced with him like in the nightly lobbies that you usually have. He wrecks me all the time, dude. And at the league race, or the F2 mock race at China, in the sprint race, he is so slow, dude. Like, he was brake checking, he brake checked up the whole field in turn 1, and gave me damage and Duck all yellow or red front wings.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd.
I mean, it's not that he probably didn't brake check us on purpose, but man, he is just slow.
They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase.
I don't think Boak knows is a fan of me.
Good defense and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
I mean, it's fine. I don't care. Is what he said.
And he wanted to brake check through the S's, so that's what he got.
Well, just don't do that during your race, please.
Well, obviously not.
And I've already talked to him about, already sent him the rules and all.
Set to go now in week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here come the Bengals now to take over. And a glance here at the veteran who will be leading them now in his 8th year in the NFL.
And we got 12 people in the chat right now. Real quick. We have 2 random guys that TTV found in online lobby, so they're pretty good.
That's cool.
And then Big Rig, Impulse, Wild Fan, Nexus, Holden, Sinister, me, Duck, and TTV.
And how about this wide receiving core, Charles?
Well, I was at the hotel watching a little film, and you popped your head in and said these receivers are pretty good from what I can tell. You're exactly right. Can't wait to see them do their thing out on the field.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down.
I mean, Sinister said he's focusing on getting a full grid, and then
very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. Oh, Charles, now you get to talk about your old spot, the secondary. Very key here in this one.
Yeah, you have to cut me off because, I'll talk about them all game long. Love to see those guys match up and challenge the best wide receivers.
This defense looking for an early start.
Well, yeah, we're making it around Wild Fan because Wild Fan can't race until late on Saturday. We're definitely racing late. It seems to me like we're racing late on Saturday, like 8 Eastern.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he brings this up to the 46.
I mean, that's after your league, so.
For the first. Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller, since the screen pass was available, whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down. So here we
he said
go,
he gets home
first
at
and
like
10 now.
11. So yeah.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight
Fucking
his way
Holden's in the
forward
league,
about
dude.
the
I don't know about that one.
48-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off.
Pretty sure the only people that aren't racing in your league is TTV and Big Rig.
Pretty much everyone that I've talked to is like I'm staying in like.
They'll look to throw.
I'm racing your league, but I'm also racing my league.
Yeah, maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. And if they want to keep this drive alive, they'll need 8 yards here on 3rd down.
I was telling Sinister, I was like, you need to be careful with those guys.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is
one driver
incomplete.
makes a single.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
The Bengals bring out their punter now.
I'm sorry.
As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt.
I don't think that they honestly do, and I think they will try to pressure you and make decisions based off emotions.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And leading him out, their veteran quarterback.
He did ask me today how can I find guys, you know, for the league, and I'm just like,
they come out here in the
guys.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
And to give this time to the tailback. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down. And here's the offense today that hopes to get off to a strong start.
Yeah, that doesn't take
No, everyone is full. Like the whole entire bridge is full.
And with a 3rd and 14, we have 6 defensive backs out there now defensively. They'll set up a throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding the situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there.
Well,
and
that
they
would
rallied
be
and made the tackle.
2 teams, you know, if the whole entire team just leaves.
Or you know, kind of re-vote and say who wants Williams, who wants to trade Williams for like.
We're already too far.
Let's take it inside his own 40. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And last time out they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. Wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it. Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Greco, I don't know who he likes.
He pretty much takes...
Second down now after the pass completion.
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, it all just depends on where everything goes. But the way it's currently standing, we're picking...
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys... Hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'm not allowed to have a teammate that's as fast as I am.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away.
What's the next track, Buckley? We'll see what happens with Buckley.
The Bengals bring out their punter now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first.
Races with him there.
Alright, start up a lobby and try to get people in here.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. And now the Browns offense trots back onto the field. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
And I was able to
play you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. And let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right numbers.
Exactly.
I like it.
The
He's
right
nice.
play,
He's
That too.
But man,
It's a gain of 24 that time. And that'll be good for Cleveland first.
I mean, no one
When you're
else
playing a
was
quarterback with some
defending me
experience
while
and some
two other
moxie,
guys were just
you enter the
taking
danger
shots at
zone
me
when you
the
decide to
entire
blitz
time.
him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that
I
play,
mean,
he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
They
He
were
really
making
does, and the
memes
best
about
part about
me,
that play
and
for
no
him,
one was saying anything
I don't think
back.
that was his primary target.
I don't think
So
so
it's
either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary
No, he
target
did not.
for a really nice gain.
They were the ones that were making memes about me first. I had the screen.
They go play action here on first down.
They
And he
were
fires
the
one
ones
that's
that made
intercepted.
the first
A great
one
read,
about
and it's
me.
picked off. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long, pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You gonna let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
Hopefully there's one right next to
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts us down to a 3rd and about 5.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down.
No, we'll definitely have a full grid. Like, I already got a full grid back. I already met 6
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Now let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys, because the offense guys are always taught, find the first down sticks and make the play. On defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
And the Browns getting set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And it's possible that today the most important group could be the linebackers.
Yeah, the second level, as we like to call them, right? Defensive front has to control things, but the linebackers, they do more than clean up. They help create big plays.
Train driver will move all that shit to X-ray.
Yeah. Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards.
So yeah, I have this. Everything that does that like sleeps all day.
On the gun, they'll look to throw. Yeah. And he's got his man on the out route.
So when he
that
gets
catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. 3rd down and 1.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks, because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well,
but I imagine
you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
There's so many times during camp and practice that you get bored as a player doing regular drills. But how about that shed and skate drill right there by the linebacker? You do it each and every day, get the blocker away, and get into the backfield and make a big-time tackle. That's what we just saw.
And there they went crossing route against the zone defense.
What do you think of that? Hold on.
It takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone, sometimes you're throwing it between the zone, sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
He doesn't understand, right?
Complete to the tight end. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And almost tried to drive into him when you wrecked him out.
So we've reached the end of a fairly even first quarter of play. Can't wait to see what the 2nd quarter has in store. We'll return to Cincinnati
after pit stops,
after this.
He'd be like 50 seconds ahead of you, and we're just holding his ass up.
The NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Head & Shoulders. Shoulders were made for greatness,
but at the same time,
back with Charles Davis. I'm Randy Gordon. The Browns with the football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
Take a spot like that.
Ooh, long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
Like, I like that. Do not get me wrong, but it's like...
Now a handoff here to his running back. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
Partner, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
They're going to look to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal.
And the tackle's made there by one of the secondary members. And I can guarantee you, having played that spot in the huddle right now or on the field, they're urging for a little bit more support from the guys up front. I actually remember one game where I hopped over a defensive lineman to make a tackle downfield and realized he was 10 yards downfield. That's not good. That's being driven off the line of scrimmage, and you can't have that if you're going to win a game on defense. But there's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
And your ultimate team.
Come on, got it all sold because it's trash.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Their big tight end. His second touchdown on the season. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. So that about as lengthy a drive as you're ever going to see. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland.
Have you watched every single game?
No, I used to play
the Browns
him.
kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
Every single game of my career.
This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Oh,
the spin. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
You're the greatest quarterback of all time.
The Bengals getting set to go. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
My legacy.
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Wide open receiver complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
There's completion to the tight end, and I think they were looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
55,698.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
In my 16-year career, I won 7.
On play action, they'll throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
All my scores from every season. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, all.
Second down following the incompletion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature.
I took it in the same difficulty I normally do, which is 101. Yeah, that's not too good. I drive
Now we talk about players
Toro
blitzing
Rosso
all
and
the
we're
time.
like
I often laugh and sometimes
best of the
call it
rest,
just
like
straight ahead
7th place car.
What a running start right back to the
And
backfield for him.
I can't
He really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through
the worst
clean,
track in this game.
oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. And this one will be down by a member of the kicking team at about the 40-yard line.
There was also turn 1 chaos on the first
Bengals
lap.
defense getting ready to go again.
Yeah.
They have to recover a little bit.
Sebastian Vettel and Charles Leclerc were 1-2 and they were going side by side in turn 1, and Sebastian Vettel cut low on Charles Leclerc and DNF both cars first time.
No matter what they call, it's working. So they've got to get something figured out. And usually you need a big play to get things turned around.
They gave up the touchdown on that bounce attack last drive.
I raced in full damage, so the slightest bit of contact those two made just popped both of their left rear and right rear and left.
Good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They'll drop the throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do.
Do I race another race, or do I play Madden? I think I play Madden.
As that pass goes incomplete.
A nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend
They're
this on
downloading.
3rd. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Those are Super Bowls. Okay, let's see it.
Release as this will be incomplete.
The Browns caught a fat W.
Put pressure on the quarterback, and that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit.
Y'all won by 1 point. Did you go for 2?
Yeah, that would be
Now a high
undefeated.
kick, almost a pooch punt.
The Browns won again.
42-yard
The Vikings took it. The Browns won in overtime. Damn, my Cardinals kicked your shit in.
Yeah, they did.
And a tight game after
And then you kick their shit in by 1 point the year after.
Dude, I was down
As they head to the
24-0.
field now, with the game this close,
Damn.
you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But
Oh my god, fucking 36 to 55.
Yeah, I watched
They'll
that
run
game.
it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard
going on?
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
I watched.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going.
A lot of 12 and 4s in there.
Attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him
There's a lot of 12 and 4s in there.
I'd say
Ooh, y'all went 8 and 8. What's that about, Pecan?
They get 28 yards on that one. And it'll give the Bengals a first down.
Were you not dying, or can you not get
He's on the
injured?
plus side of 30.
I didn't
There may be a
die.
little gray in the
Started
beard,
running back.
but that's not slowing down his speed as far as he's concerned.
He's saying I'm on the plus side of 30.
Well, if you're on the plus side of 30, you all know what I'm on the plus side.
Middle
All I
linebacker
know is that
died.
run
My
right there.
free
Let us know there's still
safety
some life in those legs.
Absolutely, still got a lot of life left in those legs.
We had the
They'll run it
worst
now out of the gun.
tackle
Not much
in the
there,
fucking
maybe a
game
couple
because
as
we
he's
never
taken down at the 40.
I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their
Cap
value.
space is so
Can still
important
set up
this
to
year.
play action and throw
Like,
the
you can,
football.
it's so hard to
Control the clock
build a team
because
from,
when
like,
you have the
trading
ball,
for
they don't.
superstars like you
And
usually
often
used to be able to.
physicality sets the tempo
Like,
for
you
the
trade
game.
for one
Only a
superstar
yard
and your
to pick
cap
up
room is
there. It'll
gone.
bring up a 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the
And then
guy
I
throwing the
also held
football.
a,
But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result, because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move to influence the defensive front to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move it. Sat there waiting for him and made the play.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away.
I might have to take a look at my boys kick your shit in.
And now the Browns coming out on the field.
I think you'll enjoy that one, but then you need to watch
what's the key to this drive.
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front.
You know what, Pecan, that's a good idea. I'm going to start a new franchise. Who's the worst team in the league? The Giants or the Dolphins? You pick.
Create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this.
All right, we're being the Dolphins.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front.
I don't feel like doing all that. I think I'm going to be the Dolphins and turn everything on auto and sim 10 years, and then I'll take over the team. So, like, since I'm using the Dolphins, I'll put it on auto so they actually make moves.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage.
See if we can sim 10 years into a Super Bowl.
Did you also see the records that I sent to you?
Every now and then the defense is going to win.
The second video that you sent did not load. It says IMG 4961 quick time movie and it doesn't load.
Throws a quick hitter on the slant, that's complete. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's across the 43, extra yards to the 43. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
There it goes.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty
26 and 7. Is there any teams even undefeated
against?
against?
Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front?
Damn, y'all got shit on by the Colts.
They created some nice
still
space
had
for
a winning record. That was my rivalry right there.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that's it.
56 to nothing W. Jesus.
Yeah, such a timing route. Sometimes the guy throwing the ball just throws it almost blindly, just kind of counts on that timing winning.
4-0 against the Cowboys. 4-0 against the Lions.
Facing a 3rd and 6.
Yeah, you see that L from the Cardinals?
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. He will have a first down.
Fuck Pecan. Hashtag fuck Pecan as the Browns head coach. Actually, no, he's the quarterback at that time, so fuck quarterback Pecan.
Quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up.
User team help. Here we go.
For these situations, first down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route, the drag, and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone.
I hope Pecan on the Dolphins. See where Brian Flores can take us.
It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves a chain.
Imagine I sim 10 seasons and just see like 7 Super Bowls.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this.
I just sent you
a reminder coming up at halftime. Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before that.
Patrick Connery, huh? What a name. 83,000 yards, holy fuck.
Back to throw now on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open.
Andrew Luck kind of gave you a run for your money, not gonna lie.
I had to pass him. I had to pass Andrew Luck in
their big tight end. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. He's having a nice little first half.
Okay, first season's over with.
It's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And it's good to make it 14-0.
for a long time. I think if I look at
the Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
All the playoff games. No,
this is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And now the Browns defensive unit trots back out. They'll be hoping to come up with that same type of effort they had last time when they forced the punt that led to a touchdown.
And that type of effort just continues to carry over. Because once you get it done once, you
can't,
feel like you can do it
I want
again
school
and
to start, but I don't
There's
at
no
the same
guarantee.
time.
But you got to like the confidence that they take back out into the field.
How will they keep that confidence? Time to find out.
Junior.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Second down now after the incompletion.
Plus I got half days as a senior. I don't know if you guys got that, but
I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
He's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
you are in depth with this franchise now.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
The Bills beat the Colts in OT.
Tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well. And he didn't get that done on that play.
Oh, 2029. What's that there, P? Huh? Y'all got shit on in the AFC Championship?
Who was that to? Oh, to
He's
the
like
Colts?
31-26.
Yeah, we lost to...
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
No, seriously,
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
On third down, he'll drop the throw. And that is incomplete.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We met 9 years.
It's one of those ones that is so hard to judge, but defensive holding there, that's what the referee saw.
In the AFC Championship game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll set up to throw. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to float this one deep right side. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in
Mike
the
Trout's
end
so
zone.
good, dude.
Yeah, he is.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here.
My Cardinals definitely shit on y'all. On the Colts.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete.
I hate the Colts,
Now hold
actually.
everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Madden 17 is such a throwback, dude.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays. Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
And maybe expecting a throw. They'll drop the throw. And he will find his man on the outside.
You play 15-minute quarters?
But it's accelerating the clock.
Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they
I mean, how long does it take to watch one game sim?
An hour and like 20 minutes.
What they wanted, what types of looks
God.
they should expect to get, and how they would beat those coverages each and every time, and it paid off on that play.
The year that I missed
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
It's a tried and true
Disappointing.
formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball, and you can put pressure
You're not
on
a
them and
leader.
make it
You're
tough,
not a true leader.
that's only gonna
A
help
true
your
leader would lead their team to
Since
victory
being
through
hurried, he
injuries.
got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
All right, Pecan, we're almost done for this. It's 2028 offseason right now.
Are you still watching
That's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
It clicked out of it because you sent me another thing. I'll go back to it. Oh shit, we're done. Hold on, I'll watch it.
Drive here, and it goes on and on.
Who's on the team? I would love to
Here we
know.
go down. Extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Yo, this team is ass, dude. My team is this bad.
Now the Bengals will settle for 3
still on the
as field
Giants.
goal unit comes on here.
Saquon Barkley's dead ass spent 10 years on the Giants. Sam Donald's a 97 overall at the age of 32.
And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So a field goal here, they're still down, but they put a
See
dent
who the
into their
Browns
lead
got.
before the break.
See if they
That's
still
got
got
to feel good because now they've
any
seen
current
that they can put some
players.
more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second
Baker's a
half to get
96
back to where
overall
they
at the age
want
of
to be, and
35.
that's in the lead.
Set now to kick this one away, and off
Denzel
it
Ward's a
goes.
32.
Short kick here, fielded about the 17. Oh, nice
Nick
move.
Chubb was an 84 at 33.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Alright, I gotta go, how do you check this?
I guess like regular scoreboard or something.
NFL records.
And they'll go
Drew
ground game
Brees,
here
Tom
in the
Brady,
tail
Peyton.
end.
Okay, yeah, we
And
get
running
that.
room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Man, that card.
So now
Ezekiel
11
Elliott
yards to go
passed
for this
Emmett
offensive
Smith
unit. It's
for the
second
most
down.
rushing yards of all
So we
time.
have reached halftime here in an 11-point
Oh, so did Todd
contest.
Gurley.
As we'll send you down to Orlando.
Todd
where
Gurley
Larry
leads in
Ridley
rushing
has
touchdowns
our
all time.
EA Sports halftime report. Larry?
Yeah, no one's touching my boy Jerry, or my boy Larry Fitzgerald. He's second in receiving yards behind Jerry. Next real life player to that is Mike Evans, surprisingly. He's in the Chiefs.
Not making the same kind of impression in today's game.
He's in
All right,
fifth.
let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. 1st and 10, the quick pass and completion is made, and he won't be brought down.
Old Myles
until he
Garrett
makes it to
leads
their
the
own
all-time sacks
42-yard
list.
line. Browns would later throw a pick on the drive.
Probably pretty happy about
Third
that.
down from the 34. Out of the shotgun, pass will be completed. He ends up picking up a yard before heading out of bounds. Later on the drive, the pass is completed into tight coverage. It ends up working for a touchdown. That takes the lead up to 7.
Greatest ending to
Browns
my
with the
game.
ball late in the half. The pass complete out of the gun.
I've ever had.
And it cap off the
I
8-play
call it
drive with the TD. The
miracle
Browns up now by 14.
Cowboys. When you watch this,
So that's
you're
it for
like,
us at
what?
the EA Sports Studio.